Hello. Are you feeling okay? Do you know where you are right now? We're all very worried about you. Hi, my name's Dr. Ross Shields, and I'm here to help you quit smoking today. Well, you're probably listening right now and going, well, doctor, how can I put the cigarettes down? They've been an integral part of my life for years. I can't understand why I can't put them down. Every time I make a New Year's resolution, I put down the cigarettes. I'll quit for like maybe, 2 or 3 days. Then I'm right back where I started again. Well, my friend, welcome to Psych Ward. I'm going to help you start stopping. Well, let's bow our heads right now in prayer. Nurse Sonia?
Yes.
Would you join me for prayer?
I would join you for prayer. I'd love to.
You want to take us out, or you want me to take it out?
Oh, no. I'd rather you lead us in prayer.
All right. You ready? Mm-hmm. God. Repeat after me, Nurse Sonia.
God.
Grant me the serenity.
Grant me the serenity.
To accept the things.
I
cannot change.
The
courage. To put the cigarettes down. To stop breathing in. And breathing out. What's so funny?
Nothing.
No, you're supposed to say, what's so funny?
What's so funny?
Gotcha. A little doctor's humor there. Well, let's get back to brass tacks here.
Yeah.
Quitting smoking is a serious life change for most people. But I will make it very easy. In this smoking cessation class today, we're going to start with people who smoke like a chimney, the so-called chimney smokers, the pack and a half a day smokers, the 14-pack a day smokers. And yes, they are out there, constantly lighting a cigarette every single minute. Got to have something in their mouth, almost like a penis envy type of oral fixation. Not to get sexual with you.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you, but there was something that I wanted to bring to your attention. You smoke quite a bit, and I'm thinking that you're smoking way too much. I think it's something you should take into consideration because of your health.
Well, I'm a doctor, I'm a patient, and I'm a superintendent here at Psych Ward, so I have experience dealing with smoking. Most of all, when I inhale it into my diaphragm. I don't inhale it into my lungs.
Wow, you are talented.
Well, that's how I sing. I sing from the diaphragm. That's how my singer teacher taught me, my voice teacher taught me how to sing and talk. It's projection. But anyway, that's another story. When I smoke, it goes into my stomach. And smoking not only causes health problems, but it's been causing me some financial problems too.
Really?
Yeah, very, very real. You know that Bentley that's parked outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's my Bentley.
It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. Can you say that again?
It's beautiful.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
$500,000 better be.
Anyway, getting back to your Bentley, it's cost you some money.
Yeah. They, as in the car dealership, La Jolla car dealership, wants to possess my Bentley because I owe on back taxes for it.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yes, it is good because you know what? I'll sue the hell out of them if they mess with a doctor. So I have lawyers, I have attorneys, I have people I can do. But for right now, I want to try to avoid that and get some money fast.
Okay.
Because I'm due for a camping trip with the wife and kids, too, Nurse Sonia.
Dr. Ross?
And that's going to cost me some money. It's going to put some time out of my lifestyle. Yeah.
Dr. Ross.
Yes.
I just wanted to point out that you don't have any kids and you don't have a wife. So what the hell are you talking about?
Well, I'm due on a camping trip with the wife and kids.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
Laugh at me, whatever. But, this is serious. I need to raise some money for back taxes because I don't want my Bentley repossessed. And also, I had a 495 osteophonosticator built into the Bentley so I can reach 0 to 60 in 2.2 milliseconds.
Well, are you thinking about holding a class, or are you going to do a video, or?
I am creating the smoking sensation, like I said. It's a video, and we're going to sell the video for, I think, about $14.99 plus tax times 10. That comes to $8.99.99. It's very affordable for people who want to smoke, and it's a small price to pay if you do want to quit smoking and elevate your health into newer, or say, as I would say, rocket it into the fourth dimension.
Okay. The fourth dimension sounds good. I'm sure there's lots of people. We can talk to them about the price and tell them that if they want to live, they can stop smoking this way, and they won't be spending. Look at the money they spend on cigarettes, and then look at the money they spend on the video, and compare those things, and make them realize that they really need to quit.
Yeah, well, I have a guest coming up who smokes 14 packs of cigarettes a day.
Oh,
and
my God.
Yeah, his name is Dan. We're not going to go by his last name for anonymity reasons. His name is Dan Scarabino, and that's his real last name. And what I wanted to do, Nurse Sonia, is kind of go over the video that I created to help build up revenue for me to, let's say, pay those back taxes for my Bentley.
Well, why don't you give me a little example of maybe what you're thinking about saying, and I'll see if it sounds good.
Well, I don't really respect your opinion. You're a nurse.
Well, I think that I'm tired of you telling me that.
Ooh, a little cocky, aren't we? Well, okay, here it goes. This is pretty much a basic premise of it. It goes, "Hi, I'm Dr. Ross Shields. Do you want to stop smoking? After 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 2 seconds of beginning my program, you will successfully stop smoking." Biddity, 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 biddity. It goes on after that, a little bit here and there. And what we're going to do is we're going to call some people up here shortly, or try to get them on the phone and talk about smoking. Even if they don't smoke, we're going to help them quit smoking.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
We're going to try Chiwi here in the next hour, or Mr. David. He's also David is an avid smoker. He loves smoking. He smokes poison ivy, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he has rashes all in the inside of his lungs. And, I smell burnt feathers.
Burnt feathers.
Yeah, I smell them in here.
It must be another one of those damn birds on the power lines.
No, it isn't, actually. That wasn't funny. Something I'd like to say about quitting, though, I'd like to say that it's very, very important that you have your mind and mental state and your spiritual state in order before you put down a cigarette. So I recommended a 12-step program. First of all, I want you to admit to yourself that you are a smoker and you are addicted to nicotine. And number two, that I am powerless over this nicotine addiction. Number three, we made a fearless and moral inventory and search for our deep character defects, which makes us smoke up to 14 packs of cigarettes a day, as in Dan Scarabino's case, or even a pack a day, or even if you smoke one cigarette a day. If you smoke poison ivy, you smoke ferns, you smoke pot, whatever you smoke. Which reminds me, I need to get home.
Why do you need to get home?
Pot smoking is not good for you. It's like smoking a half a pack a day in one joint. But we're not going to get into that right now. It's another show on drug addiction I'm working on. Let me tell you something about how to stay quit. To stay quit, you need to work that 12-step program I've outlined for you. Number 9, I want you to get all of your resentments out of you. Get a sponsor. Start realizing that you have problems with your smoking. Realize that day by day, I go through different types of formulas that help out mathematically in my introspective thinking, that I got to see the wiring underneath the board to actually get a grasp on why I smoke. You see, it's not only an addiction, it's a spiritual malady. And I apologize to the people. How do I put this? I apologize to the people I somehow wronged. Yeah, how I somehow wronged in my life. And that's why I smoke. And all the people that I smoked in front of, I want to apologize to them too, because I know they're probably going through a hard time right now with resentment and
secondhand smoke
and third-hand smoke, because I wasn't smoking in front of people. Third-hand smoke is actually having the smoke stuck to your clothing. And I've had smoke stuck to my clothing up to 6 months. I've washed it with bleach, Tide, spray and wash, all that. Wouldn't get it out. And also, I want to apologize to my wife and kids for having dirty fingernails, yellow fingernails from the nicotine.
Dr. Ross, unless you've gotten married in the last 24 hours, you do not, I repeat, do not have a wife and kids.
Really?
Really, I would not lie to you.
Well, anyway, getting back to my wife and kids, I wanted to apologize to them and tell them that, just because I have a quadrilateral byproduct of smoking residue on my hands, when I was touching my child at a very early age, I had the nicotine on the tips of my fingers, and it caused skin cancer on little Bobby.
Oh my gosh.
Right. He had to go into radiation and chemo treatment for almost 7 years, I think it was, or 7 years. I'm a father. I should know that. His birthday's May 35th.
Is he cured?
No, he isn't. He's dying right now from an aneurysm.
Poor Bobby.
His name isn't Bobby.
You just said he was.
But anyway, getting back to quitting and staying quit, my smoking cessation will help people if you follow the program. For $8.99.99, you can have my video. We'll take you through the 12-step program of quitting smoking. Like I said, number 1, admitting you were powerless over smoking. Number 2, sought out a higher power to take the smoking cessation away from you. And, well, not actually the cessation, but the sensation of nicotine and the actual habit of putting it in the mouth.
And this is going to teach our viewers how to stay quit. This video is going to be important and integral.
Stay stopped. Yes, stay stopped smoking.
Stay stopped smoking. Is that what we're going to call the video?
No, we call the video My Life.
Oh, okay.
It's about me.
Let's start making some calls then to some random people and see if they would like to buy the video.
I will make some calls to random people. I am not afraid to call people who I don't know to try to get them to quit smoking. I find it very rewarding, and I find it being a part of the community and giving back and performing service work.
Well, I think we also have some people in the lobby of the psych ward where we work that also smoke as well. So maybe we could pull some of them in and...
Well, let's do that first. I have Dan Scarabino, is his name?
Dan Scarabino is in the lobby, yes, and he's waiting for you because he's going to talk to you about the 14 packs of cigarettes that he smokes a day.
I would like to receive him into my body right now. Can you get him?
Yes, sir, I can.
He smokes 14 packs of cigarettes a day still, and he has lung cancer, liver cancer, and testicular cancer. His name is Dan Scarabino. What I wanted to ask you was your family. How do they approach you with intervention, maybe, or certain types of attitudes about smoking? Because I know your family is race car drivers. Race car drivers don't smoke because they have to drive.
Well, the toughest thing is my 8-year-old. Everybody accuses him of smoking because when you smoke that much, you smell like smoke. His breath smells like. He can take a shower. We can wash his clothes. He goes to school. The teacher's like, "You're smoking cigarettes." And he's like, "No, my dad smokes 15 packs a day. I'm just inhaling." And the secondhand smoke got such a bad rap. It's not, I mean, you get just as much flavor and just as much intensity from secondhand smoke as you do a regular cigarette. I mean, it's bad if you're a non-smoker, but I'm just saying, if you're a smoker, you're saving a lot of money because it's like $5.50 a pack now.
You can't light up here. No. What do you mean you're lighting up? Why 3 of them?
Chain smoking.
You're chain smoking. Okay.
New
Well,
level, baby.
why don't you smoke a gold chain, and that'll probably help you.
I'm Italian. I got a lot of gold chains. I can smoke.
You're not Italian. You're Irish.
I just look Italian because of all the tar and nicotine in my skin, and I sound Italian because it's a little.
I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I've been drinking a lot today, and I took some Placidils and some Xanax, so I'm feeling a little loopy. I have to get back to my doctor. Hi.
You were talking about rehab. You're looking for a rehabilitation?
Well, we have our own, and I teach it, so I might even do 30 days with myself.
That works with yoga instructors very well, and people like fitness specialists. Because you see they're in shape, and they're like, hey, I can teach you to be like me, because they teach themselves to be like them. That's exactly the position you're in right now.
Yeah, you almost ran out of breath saying that. It's like you were diving in a swimming pool without an oxygen mask. But listen, we're going to wrap this up, okay? You got a space between your teeth, and it has some meat in it. I love you, and thank you for joining us. It is Psych Ward. Why are you laughing? Oh, it's the cigarettes.
That was coughing.
Welcome back to Psych Ward. Here with me right now is a man of great integrity. I call him a pioneer. I call him innovative. I also call him very spiritual. He's helped many people like Tony Robbins, Dan Aykroyd, Superficial, the band Superficial, the alternative band, now multi-platinum. He's also helped many movie stars like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Roger Temko, Sergeant Alfred. And with me now, I may introduce to you, the listener, Reverend Hibachi. Reverend?
Well, as you always are way too kind, Dr. Ross. And I just wanted to add Keanu Reeves and Hannah Montana, just to name a few more. So, it's a pleasure and an honor, as always, to be talking with you in person.
Absolutely, and I honor that, and I'm very humbled. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your testimony?
Yes, I started smoking at 8 years old because that's what Mama showed me how to do. That was the time, and I didn't know smoking was wrong. And then I got into preaching, and preaching, I figured if people understood, well, we're all Christians, so we got to be forgiven. You'd be forgiven of me if I'm smoking at the pulpit. And then they weren't really, so I figured I had to get my congregation back. They agreed that I should quit smoking, so that's when I contacted you, Dr. Ross. And then it came out pretty good, but when it came to quit smoking, I grabbed another vice, which was drinking, and biting my toenails was very difficult to quit. Not the drinking part, the biting toenails, very hard. So I was doing that, and then, I paid the price, which the devil asked me to, but it wasn't really the devil. It was Jesus Christ himself, Lord and Savior. Amen, brothers and sisters, which contacted you and Nurse Sonia, which gave me the ability to quit smoking with your program.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. You're a man of the Word, right? The Bible. You've read the Bible, I hear, over 17 times. Back to front.
I have. I've added a few pages myself, but go ahead.
You've added a few pages to the Bible?
Well, I figured Joseph Smith did his own book. It would have hurt if I just add a few pages of my own interpretation of the good word from God himself. I don't think he would mind, so I went ahead and did that.
You added a Mormon version to the Bible?
No, I'm just saying the Mormons did, so I figured would it have hurt if I did, because they got their interpret. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting off. We're going off on a tangent here, Reverend. Tell me a little bit about quitting. Did you feel our price for the smoking cessation, Dr. Ross's Quit Smoking Cessation DVD, was worth it at the $899.99 times tax times 10 price?
Well, just like salvation, you cannot put a price on bettering your life, and that's exactly what it did. My life is a whole bunch better, and my congregation doesn't have to deal with the secondhand smoke. So, $8.99, that's just a drop of holy water is what that is. I'd pay that 10 times over, which I think I did when I returned it, and then you sent me another one because the first DVD was scratched. But that's beyond the point. Worked wonderfully. I'd convince half the congregation to use it, even for non-smokers. It's a wonderful program.
Absolutely. I recommend it for non-smokers. Anyone who hasn't smoked ever in their life or doesn't want to smoke, not appealed to smoke, should take my course. It's only $8.99 plus tax times 10. Now, let me ask you a theological question. Do you think Jesus Christ smoked cigarettes? In what brand?
No, I think he smoked one of them hookah pipes back then, but he probably smoked a Marlboro Light, the equivalent to. I don't want to say Jesus Christ was a smoker, but I think he did partake in some of the hashish that the Middle East is well known for. Maybe some poppy seeds that are on bagels. They call it heroin or something, but no, I don't think he did.
So you think Jesus Christ was a heroin addict?
Man, I think I have to do a little more research on that to find out if he actually was or not, because he saw some pretty crazy things. Wouldn't you agree?
Let me ask you one thing before we wrap this up. Do you have any cravings now after taking my program for $8.99.99 only at Borders and Barnes & Noble and all your 7-Eleven stores? Smoking Cessation by Dr. Ross Shields, How to Quit Smoking. Now, I had to put that in there as a plug because I'm a doctor.
I completely understand now.
Yeah, you know about that.
Do I have any cravings just for Coca-Cola, the ices and chewy sprees? But I don't consider that a craving. I just consider that I'm addicted to chewy sprees. What can I say?
Absolutely. Well, Reverend, is there anything you want to say to our younger crowd that are listening, 2 months old to maybe 3 months old crowd, that about smoking?
Well, I think the smoking cessation thing is definitely something the parents want to buy when the baby's in the womb, because it's something that smoking is going to come up in your life one way or the other. So you might as well go ahead and purchase it now to prevent. Use it as a before you start. Get the program.
Absolutely. Well, Reverend Hibachi, real quick, do a plug out for your church, because I know you need more attendees. You have 5 right now, I understand.
I got 5 and I got 7 on the books waiting to join. You can come to my church, the Congregation of Reverend Hibachi Grill Express. We've got an express service. It's only 10 minutes long. It'll save your soul about halfway, but we'd really like to save your whole soul. But come on down. We're off of a County Line Road, and we're in the big old barn. And we want to thank the Johnsons for letting us do our little spiel there. We're going to call it spiel because we're trying to keep it light, But come on out and join the sermon, and hey, we'll all get together and go over the smoking cessation when you decide to choose it from Dr. Ross Shields, and we'll go through it, and we're very supportive of that as well.
And a servable price at $8.99.99 plus tax times 10. Reverend Hibachi, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, those testimonies were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I hope my program helps you or enlightens you to say, in parentheses, et cetera, that you cannot quit smoking. You can't put them down. You're addicted unless you buy my program, The Smoking Cessation, How to Quit Smoking with Dr. Ross. It's only $8.99.99 plus tax times 10. Now that's a mere $900, less than a cup of coffee, for you to be smoke-free forever. Now, they say, doctor, why do you smoke? Why do you drink? Why do you take drugs? Well, they're prescribed, for one thing. I drink because I belong to I can't say what denominational church. And I smoke because I want to put myself into your shoes. Walk the walk, talk the talk. That's what I mean. It's a self-sacrifice. But I'm willing to do it for my patients pro bono. Sonia, do you have any comments before we wrap this up?
Some comments. I see that you're still smoking. It's a little disappointing, doctor, but I see you've also got something on your hands, in your arms, and in your mouth.
Well, that's of course a cigarette, and behind the cigarette, my cheekbone is chewing tobacco. Red man chewing tobacco, and some skull I'm dipping, and I'm also have a patch, nicotine patch, taped to my tongue.
Wow, that is a very huge commitment that you're making for our listeners and our patients in the psych ward.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Nurse Sonia. Well, let's wrap this up, and I just want to say thank you for all the testimonials. Thank you, guys. I want to thank Dan Scarabino and, of course, our spiritual guidance, Reverend Hibachi. Well, this has been Psych Ward. Thank you. We're still worried about you.
Summer's almost over, but at Old Navy the styles are as hot as ever. Get to Old Navy now for 30% off all jeans, 40% off all dresses, and 50% off all tees. That's right, get 30, 40, and 50% off all your favorite styles for the whole family, plus up to 75% off clearance. Hurry in fast. These deals won't last. The sale ends soon at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid in-store 8/22 to 8/28 and online 8/22 to 8/24. Excludes in-store clearance, bubbles, active, licensed, and men's package tees.